Others think it's all simply the power of suggestion.
Faith healers are either knowing or unconscious frauds, that they use various conscious tricks to lead people to believe that they've been healed when they have not been healed.
Terence Hines is a professor of psychology at Pace University in New York. He takes a rational approach to Dr. Nema's success stories.
The patient's own belief that they're going to be cured, I think, certainly plays a role. Getting people excited so that they won't feel pain through perhaps endorphin release is another trick. Endorphins are the body's natural painkillers. They're released under situations of high stress and arousal. So the patient will, in fact, believe, again correctly, that they've been cured.
Hines has spent time undercover, investigating faith healers. He found that in some cases, they relied on trickery.
We went undercover at a faith healing meeting held in Brooklyn, New York. And about halfway through the healing session, an elderly gentleman was brought up on stage in a wheelchair. The faith healer laid his hands on this gentleman in the wheelchair and bade him walk. And this gentleman got out of his wheelchair, walked up and down the stage to great applause. It was a miracle. But, in fact, one of the other members of the team had noticed this gentleman walk into the meeting hall under his own power earlier in the performance. As he neared the stage, one of the faith healer's assistants walked up to him and said, "Sir, would you like a wheelchair?" So this gentleman sits in the wheelchair. 45 minutes later, he finds himself brought up on stage and asked to walk. Well, he can walk. And he doesn't have the power to grab the microphone from the healer and say, "Well, but I walked in here by myself." That's a miracle is performed. At the end of the meeting, the faith healer did something that I find reprehensible. He said, "Even if you haven't been called up tonight, you're all cured. You go home, you throw away that medicine. You don't need your insulin anymore. You don't need that heart medicine. You've been cured by Dr. Jesus. Throw that medicine away." That's disgraceful.
But why would some faith healers set out to dupe people? According to Hines, it's a profitable game.
All faith healers that I've come across don't charge admission to their services. It's free. But during the service, they certainly ask for donations. At the faith healing meeting I went to, I became a volunteer usher, and I was given a collection bucket. Yay big. And I thought, they're crazy if they're going to get this thing filled with money. I was the crazy one. I was pushing the $50, $100 bills and $20 bills down into the bucket. I think I probably cleared about $6,000. Now, there were 12 ushers. 12 times 6 is $72,000 taken out of that community in one night. I would call it a license to steal. Because at least in the United States, since they are a religious entity, they are exempt from any and all taxes. So there's no income tax on this money. So yes, it's a license to steal. And at least in the United States, they are probably not, in fact, doing anything illegal. And I'm not sure they should be. I'm not sure I could, not being a lawyer, could draft a law that would be constitutional and make it illegal.
Hines believes it's easy to hoodwink people into believing they've been cured. To prove it, he set up a demonstration of the power of suggestion.
So we have an actor who will play a doctor, a healer, and one of the gimmicks that he has is a neural stimulator. The patient will be told this will reduce their pain.
In fact, the neurostimulator is a classic placebo, a product that does nothing.
And what we expect to find is that a number of people, not everybody, but a number of people say, "My God, my pain's really gone. I can feel that."
The first volunteer reports a pain in her ankle. Our fake doctor assures her he can help.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. I want you to keep breathing. And when I turn it on, you're going to feel the energy coming out through your head. Okay? Here we go. Do you feel the difference that this is making already?
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Phenomenal. Look at that. She's moving it already, right?
Yeah. Didn't see how it would work, but actually, like, I had a pain, like, right at the top of my foot, and now I couldn't even, like, bend it, but now it seems to be better. Like, I can move it. It doesn't hurt as bad anymore.
Hines' theory seems to prove correct as volunteer after volunteer are easily deceived by the fake doctor. So much so, he feels it might have been a profitable day.
The people who reported a positive change probably would have given it a donation. Not a huge amount because, again, they didn't come prepared for that. But, yes, I suspect a donation could have been wrung from.
So are faith healers con men who prey on the weak and vulnerable? Or can healers like Dr. Nema channel science-defying miracles into ailing bodies? Or is it simply that our own minds are so medically potent that people like Julie can heal themselves with the power of belief? Weird. Or what?